The amount of money that this government now owes and throws away will make you sick. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. This is the News in 5. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I just want to remind everyone that I will be taking a break from the 15th of December till the 8th of January. So this is the final week of News in 5. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into this story. And I actually don't know where to begin. I don't know if I should start with this story or if I should start with that story, maybe this one. I really don't know. But I guess let's start with Transnet. Treasury demands big changes at Transnet in exchange for 47 billion rand guarantee.
This is unbelievable!
Now, it's very important to take note of that word guarantee, okay? It doesn't mean that the government's just going to be giving cash, but I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to let you guys listen to economist Dawie Root explain it himself.
Well, you don't have to, good morning to you. You don't have to give Transnet more money. All you have to do is just give them the guarantee. And this is what has happened here. Remember, we don't have all the information, but this is what I think is happening. Remember, about a month or two ago, some debt actually fell due, and it was about 7 billion rand that Transnet owed the PIC, and they did not pay that yet. And the PIC allowed Transnet to roll that over for a couple of weeks. And I think part of this 47 billion rand will simply be rolled over again. So that is debt that is owed to the PIC, and I think it's just guaranteed by the Minister of Finance. Then there's an additional amount, a couple of other, in total 47 billion, of which they're going to use 22 billion straight away. So I would guess 7 billion goes to the PIC, the extension of this. And I have a suspicion that a similar sort of thing with other debt will be done. And I think that is also a PIC debt. So there's no real cash that is flowing yet. But, and there's a very important but here. So what we are doing in South Africa, we keep on guaranteeing the state-owned enterprises. We keep on issuing more guarantees to the state-owned enterprises, like what is happening exactly now. But that debt is not really included in the debt because it's not debt yet. Right. And it's also not included in the fiscal deficit because it's not money spent yet. Now, I'm afraid the financial market is going to see through this. You can't just keep on issuing more and more guarantees and think that you're not affecting your fiscal accounts. You are. And the financial markets will punish you. And I think that day is getting closer and closer by the day.
Either way, this is just madness. They may not be getting the cash, but eventually the money is going to be spent. And it's not like the ANC has a very good track record when it comes to handling money or being given bailouts.
You can say that again.
We've seen time and time again how SOEs like Eskom have been given bailouts, they've been given money, they've been given loans, you name it, all in the efforts to fix the energy crisis, and yet we're still in load shedding. And while Treasury is busy giving guarantees, this is also happening. Major SAA corruption revealed 1.8 billion rand in dodgy payments and 375 million rand tire tender.
Are you kidding?
So there's a lot of information in this article, and I'm just going to skim through the important parts, but I want you guys to remember that South African Airlines is an SOE, which means it's owned by the government, and it has also been given tons of bailouts throughout the year. Just keep that in mind. SIU's current investigation into corruption at SAA. So let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a tire tender for 375 million rand. All right.
Can't take this shit. Are you serious?
Component support services contract for 1.8 billion rand. The SIU has identified multiple irregularities and corrupt relationships between third parties and SAA employees and board members relating to component support contract worth 1.2 billion and 1.8 billion rands. Security services for 953 million. A security contract was irregularly awarded and repeatedly extended 8 times until the present financial year. Swap transaction with Airbus, 824 million rand. Cargo aircraft lease, 185 million rand. Catering services of 85 million rand. And here's a look at some other contracts that are in question and currently being investigated. But then on top of all that, you get this. South Africa kisses 22 billion rand goodbye thanks to government. The Auditor General of South Africa has presented the latest national and provincial audit outcomes for 2022 and 2023, flagging increasing pressure on government finances due to spending irregularities and suspected fraud and corruption. Well, at least these guys use the word corruption, even though it's suspected corruption. The biggest punch, however, came in with the massive 22 billion rand in financial losses
Gone! It's all gone.
that the AGSA attributed to wasteful expenditure irregularities from the state during the current term, 2019 to 2024. The AGSA flagged 7.62 billion in wasteful expenditure over the last 5 years, along with 14.38 billion in financial losses attributed to 240 cases of non-compliance, suspected fraud, and material irregularities. These instances vary, including poor payment practices such as late payments or payment for goods not received, no benefits received from money spent by the government, example, paying for leases on unoccupied buildings, unfair procurement processes, neglected maintenance, and poor planning. Yeah, you heard that correctly. They're paying for a lease to a building which nobody had occupied. And it gets even worse. According to the AGSA, these have placed an added and unnecessary burden on the state's finances, which are already under severe pressure. It noted that over 386 billion rand of government guarantees are exposed to state-owned enterprise borrowing programs. At the same time, SOEs have reported poor growth, unsustainable operational challenges, and high debt servicing costs. Several SOEs appear to be at risk of defaulting on their debts, it said. On top of this, state departments are also on the hook for over 113 billion rand in claims made against them. Government is self-insured and does not budget for claims, the AG said, adding that payments of these claims are made from funds budgeted for service delivery, meaning South Africans at large pay the price for this mismanagement of finances. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's mismanagement of finances. But why? If you take a step back and you look at the bigger picture, again, SOEs are giving bailouts after bailouts after bailouts, right? They're keeping the SOEs alive so that things like what we see happening at South African Airlines can keep on going. It really does make me sick to my stomach to think, what if we investigated every SOE and we went back not just 5 years, but 10 years? Imagine the amount of money that's been going around. And if they run anything like SAA, it really does make me sick to my stomach.
You have to enable some people to eat a little bit.
What we are witnessing today is one of the biggest heists in South African history. Listen, I'm just a comedian on YouTube, all right? Maybe I'm connecting dots that aren't there. Maybe I'm interpreting this all wrong. I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm onto something, not onto something? Or maybe you think, you know what, Joe, this has been happening for such a long time. Why are you only catching up now? I don't know. Let me know. All right. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. And also, consider becoming a member. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you want to know more details about becoming a member, click on that join button at the bottom of this video, or go to the link in the pinned comment also below this video. If you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and also subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.